All right, the lesson that we're talking about today is the percent lesson, or percent unit lesson 9. It's more equations with percents, and this is really kind of a review type lesson. The homework that goes with this is page 18 to 21. All right, we are on page 30 in your notes. All right. Write two expressions that represent 1/3 of the difference of negative 18 and 7,500. Well, first of all, difference means we're going to subtract. So, negative 18 minus 7,500. That's the difference. Two ways you could do 1/3. 1/3 of the difference. You need to put this difference in parentheses because you want to do 1/3 of the whole thing. Another way you could write this is your difference isn't divided by 3 the same thing as 1/3. So that would be two different ways you could write an expression for that. Okay, William earns $16.80 per hour working at his job. This year he receives a raise of 5%. What will his daily pay this year? What will his daily pay be this year if he works 7.5 hours a day? Well, we're going to do this two ways. We could do 5% of 1680, which is 84 cents. That's his raise. 1680 plus 84 cents is 1764. So that's his out per hour with the raise, and he's working 7.5 hours a day. And you get 132.30. That's one way to do it. Find the increase and then add it. That is not what I would do. I would do 1680. Now, that's how much he gets per hour. He's getting a 5% raise. So couldn't I multiply this by 105% because he's getting paid 100% of this and 5% on top of it. If you do that, you get 1764. It goes straight to the new hourly rate times 7.5, and you'll get 132.30. All right. Example 3, the value of a house changes each year. This table shows the changes in value from 2009 to 2013. Increases in value are represented by positives and decreases are negatives. What is the average or mean change for the 5-year period? Does the mean represent a loss or gain? Well, this is a great review. This is something that you should know how to do. How do you find the mean or average of any set of data? You find the total or the sum, add them, and divide by how many there are. So we will do 3,400 plus 1,725 plus 600 plus negative 2,750 plus negative 5,250. And I'm going to divide all of that by 5 because there are 5 numbers. So when you add those all together, you get negative 2,275 divided by 5 gives me negative 455. So what does that mean? There's an average loss of $455 per year. So it's a loss, average loss of $455 per year. Since it's a negative number, it's a loss. If that would have been a positive, it would be an average gain for the year. All right, Fiona has a discount code for an online class. The code will give her 25% off the class fee. Fiona chooses a class that is 48 before the discount. How much will Fiona pay for the class? Two ways we could do this. We could do 48 times, we're saving 25%. It's $12, that's your discount, or off. 48 minus 12 is $36. That's the sale price of the class. Now, that is not how I would do it. I would go straight to this. If you're saving saving 25%, does that mean you're spending 75%, which will give you the sale price directly? Now, again, you need to pay attention to what they're asking you to find. All they are asking you is how much will Fiona pay for the class. So we could go directly to the sale price. If they were asking you how much you would save, then you would need to do this. At the farmer's market, Gail bought 2 1/4 pounds of red apples for $3.20 per pound. She also bought a half pound of green apples for $2.80 per pound. What is the total for her purchase? This is like a number sense type of problem. So, kids get messed up when you see the fractions, but it's no different than a whole number problem. So, Gail bought 2 1/4 pounds of apples, red apples, and they're $3.20 per pound. So won't that be 2 1/4 times $3.20? And she bought 1/2 pound for $2.80. If you multiply that together, you end up with $8.60 for the apples. Let's look at the last one. Logan is buying his baby sister a stacking toy with his allowance. The cost of a wooden stacking toy is $25.50. A plastic stacking toy costs 1/3 the price of the wooden toy. Sales tax on either would be 6%. How much more will Logan pay if he buys the wooden toy instead of the plastic toy? Write expressions for each part of the problem. All right, so the price of the wooden toy with tax added is $25.50 plus 6%, which is 0.06 times $25.50. You get $27.03. You could do it this way. This would be 106% times $25.50. They're the same difference. You would end up again with $27.03. Two different ways to do it. The first way, find the tax and add it. This way, add the tax to the percent. All right, so the price of a plastic toy is 1/3 $25.50. So $25.50, that's $8.50. Okay. You end up with $9.01 for the plastic toy. What's the difference in the two? 27.03 minus 9.01. You end up with 18.02. So if he buys the plastic toy instead of the wooden toy, he'll save 18.02.